So, this is the next job which I've been assigned, which is to work the town of Lodestone, and the crew that went dead on the clock brought the engine up here and left it. And we have our train already arrived, which goes back through the tunnel, and we have to work this Lodestone. Then we're going to have to go Y the engine over at Truckee, come back, hook on, and bring it back to Agate Bay. So this is our job, and now to get to work. Just point out here that mostly this layout uses Pico switches, but he has some Atlas switches in here.
You started early, so
yeah,
so you can quit
which work fine with the ground throws.
So have you learned to hate turkey yet?
Yes.
Maybe you should have done this one.
And that's Pico switch.
That's sick line, yes.
You see, I'm all done. I'm ready to go. But the caboose is on the wrong end, and there's no runaround track.
Where's the caboose? Well, there's a Y. You see that Y there?
Oh, no, I didn't.
And of course, well, that train was in the way, so, but it's now moving.
Yeah.
But maybe you could do it on the
Well,
passenger
see,
side.
I can leave this train here, and I can run around it here, go over there and come back and push it all the way and get the caboose and then I'm going that way, right?
No, you're going that way. Run back down to here.
Oh,
So your engine's on the right end, your caboose.
yeah.
All you gotta do is fix your caboose.
So, if I pull the caboose back to about here and drop it,
Well, look at this. How about if you do this? Just push your train back a little bit. Or maybe you don't have to, no, just leave it right there. Grab the caboose.
So this is our
cross over
train.
there, and leave the caboose right there.
We're going to go down here and show you one thing.
And then come back.
The first thing you always look for is where's your
Back
runaround.
up and hook the caboose in there.
Well, you got a equivalence of one car runaround here, and then you have multi-car length runaround here. But you don't have a whole lot of room on the end down there because that tunnel is only going to be about as long as this engine.
Stay there.
So this is, again, it's a thinking man's game, what you got to do. So first thing I want to do is make sure that caboose back there is at the very end where I'm going to start stacking up cars as I pull them. So the caboose has to be at the end. First thing. So we'll get working on this. Okay, so we dropped our engine and went around the switch up there. Now we're going to back up here,
Good shape, right?
and we're going to clear the switch down
That's
here.
gonna work, man.
Yeah, again, these are nice little Pico switches, so you just give them a little tap, hit reverse, and then we're going to come up here and get our caboose.
this coupler is not, I can't reach it from there.
All right.
Did you feel like it around? Oh, good. Now start something you know what to do.
So when I designed my railroad, it was in California, the same stuff, Nelson and I, and Kentucky, and so I want a Truckee on my left because Virginia Truckee, you can buy stuff already painted that way. And so, yeah, I figured the Virginia Truckee went from Virginia City to Truckee.
All right, now
And so I had track going from there to Truckee.
on this setup here, there are opposing and facing switches.
Never went to Truckee.
So
It was the Virginia,
you're gonna have to get
Virginia City and
the general rule
Truckee River Railroad.
is you pick up cars first
So,
and then you set out. So if you pick up all your cars, you have to have a place to put them. And what we're going to plan on doing is getting with the cars we can and putting them on the outside track here. Then we'll start setting in cars right here. Now, usually, like I said, best to do this with, you do all the pickups and then all the set outs. In this case, we can work this going back here on this back track, and we can pick out the cars that are going to be on the instructions to pick up in these last two industries and the cattle car if it's in there, which I can guarantee it is because I think there's a cattle car in the train. So, and then we'll, after we did that, then we'll work on the other end of it. It does help create some space. This is Kate Smith's mining supply.
All your pickups.
The instructions
Yeah, you got.
tell me I need to pick up the 3 cars, GN, CB&Q, and SP at 3K, 4K, and 5K.
Pick them up. It's just from here.
So that's that car, and that car.
And then these.
If you look at the list,
Here, okay, so maybe you don't do that.
since we have the engine now in there to get those 3 cars, what I did is I went and looked to see if this car was a pickup, and it is not. Because it would be very simple to come back right now and put that car on the back end of the engine. It is not a pickup. We do have a set out here though for another car that's in the train, so we'll have to cover that later. So we're going to go after those other 3 cars. If you go down the list to the setouts, you'll see we have cars to set at door 4 and door 6. And they're in our string of set-out cars, so we're going to dig those cars out and set those out when we're done. They're in this list. It's going to be that car right there, 68. And that car 31. And door 6 is all the way down there by that other car. So that's the other important thing. We got to get these in the right order. Remember, I said there was a set out for the hog pen. Well, while I'm pulling out the cars that I need to set in the doors, I pulled out and set in, and remember I mentioned you could get around 1 car out here on the outside. So I've set the car for the hog pen where I can get it on the back end of my train for the reverse set when I go up in there. So what I've done is set this up for multiple moves here. Those are the 2 cars we have to set out. The 2 cars on the front of the train are the 2 that were in the spots, which we got to put back. When we back up, we're going to catch that car and put it on the back end of the train. And then we'll spot them all.
Speed needs clearance to go back to Sparks.
Alright, let's see, who's coming away. Yeah, you gotta wait for the train. Gotta wait for the train to come down the hill. Let's see, you see it? Alright, you go. Put all this stuff.
Let's go to the house. Okay, so this is the completion of the operation. We'll take the train on back to its termination point. It's all put together and we're ready to depart. And your host tonight has been Art Cunningham, and this is the Sierra Pacific Railroad. There you go.
One of the right next to St. Louis layouts, the visitors did things much faster in the regular crew. They had their own back-to-back engines because the guys were standing around with nothing to do, so they ran trains through. We used to do that.
Yeah, I got that. I like that coming down through the cut there.
We would advertise if we needed to run through with better ambulance, second section. The governor doesn't want to cross and come down to I really enjoyed it. Ron, I think it's a interesting thing. Yes.
And two in a row.
Yeah, it's a Sparks. Yeah.